my very famous art vlog. Beads, rhinestones, vintage jewelry. Oh, my artwork is gorgeous. Don't you want to see it? I got busy in the Humble Home studio this week. I paint in batches. So I got paint everywhere, canvases everywhere. They're taking over my tiny, tiny little apartment. Look, they're on my floor even. The kitchen, the studio, the bedroom, they're all the same room. So everything's covered in art right now. Holy moly, it's kind of gorgeous. Look at it all. Beautiful chaos. I gotta paint everything in batches like I said, and then once it's painted, I get to accessorize. Here's me working on one of my little square paintings. I gotta pick out the vintage jewelry, I gotta pick out the beads and the rhinestones. I kind of figure out where it's gonna go, what direction, and then I just slowly start kind of chipping away at it. Soon it'll look like this one. Oh, these ones are up on the wall already. They're gorgeous. Don't you just love original artwork? Whew. It's beautiful. Hi everybody, I'm Tiff Hall and I'm a very famous artist. Welcome to my Humble Home studio. I'd like to show you some of the artwork that I've been working on. I've got 4 paintings that I'd like to show you today that will be available on my website this week. This first one, called Dessert with a Side of Pearls. I decided to call it that because the red that you can kind of see running through the background, the paint in the painting, it made me think of red velvet cake. And I think the way everything blended together, I kept thinking of cake after that, after using those colors. And the clusters, the way they kind of like pile on top of these like geometric shapes almost, it just made me think of like fine dining and plating and that kind of stuff. So I decided to go with dessert with a side of pearls. You know, treat yourself, you fancy lady. Treat yourself. Isn't the frame gorgeous though? It's unique with this red and gold, and then it's a big contrast against the greens and blues of the paint. So I very much enjoy this one. It's very small. It's only 5 by 7, so I call these ones my smalls. They're not gonna take up a lot of space in your humble home, wherever you're living. I guess maybe yours isn't a humble home. Maybe it's a grand mansion. I have no idea. Maybe you have some tiny little corner where you need a little piece of art. I like this one. Thank you for looking at it with me. I'd like to show you another one. This one comes from the collection that I was doing inspired by Holly Von Sin. I paint all the canvases in groups so that they all kind of get the same colors and the same color palette gets used throughout, you know, a few of them sort of thing. But then they get paired with a frame, and this one got paired with this bridal frame. And even when I bought it, it had a little picture. It had a little wedding picture in it, and the back had some writing about congratulations on somebody's wedding. I think I showed you in a different video. It's not on the back anymore. I unfortunately had to remove it, but it was definitely actually somebody's wedding present with a picture of them in it, and I love it so much. So originally the painting was in a group inspired by Holly Von Sin, a burlesque dancer here in Edmonton. Actually was in Edmonton and now out in Montreal. And so it gets paired with the frame, right? I got off track here explaining how I do this. Start with the canvas, paired with the frame, and then that helps decide what I'm gonna do with the jewelry, the accessories. So because I was going with a, you know, a floral, or sorry, not floral, a bridal, a bridal theme, that's why I went with the little floral there, right? It was a ring, and it was broken, and I hoarded it like a good artist. And I'm glad that I did, because now it's in this gorgeous little piece of art. This little one here, broken bobby pin. Found treasures, right? So that's why I went with, you know, the pearls and the white kind of off-white. There's all kinds of different shades of white and creams, right? Even a little purple in the paint, you can kind of see it's actually violet. You know, it's got a little purple in there. And the red, you know, red makes you think of roses kind of thing. So romantic. Ah, I love this one. White wedding. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. It's not 5 by 7. I believe it's 4 by 6. Here, I'll compare them for you. Yeah, you see how this one, the actual painting is bigger than this one, the white one? So it's a little bit smaller, but the frame is bigger, making it, I think, a little bit more dramatic, right? But still not going to take up a lot of space. If you're looking for something small, maybe a gift, I don't know, maybe you're just starting off your original art collection. I have no idea what your art needs are, but I like to make little tiny small arts. They're very cute. But I am getting bigger and bigger. I have some stuff that you can't see off camera that is being collected so I can start creating some bigger artwork. But not this one. This one's little. Also 5 by 7, right? So not very big, not very intrusive. I call this one Golden Vacations. Looks like islands, in my opinion, right? Little clusters of gold. And the clusters of gold are glass beads. I'm gonna put all the glue where I want to put it. I'm gonna sprinkle it by hand. I've got like a little. It's supposed to be a palette knife for painting, but I like the shape of it for for wrangling beads and rhinestones and these glittery glass shards. Can you kind of see that texture? Texture being the key word. I think that's what I really like about working with this medium, is I like this texture. It's not just a painting, right? It's coming up off of the canvas. Some of them get really big. Some of the stuff that I'm working on come quite a bit further off the canvases. This little subtle one, but paired with this dramatic frame. Oh, I love this one. I've been holding on to it for a little while. I think because I like it. But I decided that I was going to finish the back so it would be ready to frame, ready for you to add it to your own collection if you like. The next one I'd like to show you, the fourth one, is bigger. It's bigger than these other ones. This one is 8 by 10. Oh, fabulous, right? You see that little dangly bit there? That came off of a backpack that I had. It had a bunch of charms on it. I still have it. And it also has like some rhinestones and beads, because this is the kind of thing that I'm attracted to in my life. And it fell off and I was kind of sad, except for I hoarded it. There's a theme here. I've got a whole drawer full of broken jewelry and little found treasures, and I'm very stoked that I have it now because I'm using it. This one right here, clip-on earring. I've got the other one still in that drawer that I just told you about. Love this one. I call it the Fabulous Ancient Aliens. It's a little bit bigger. It's got this beautiful gold wooden frame. Very dramatic. Oh, love this one. So yeah, I see a UFO in there. But I'm very curious about what you see when you look at my art. I'd love to read about it in the comments, so please get at me. Get down in there. Get down into that comment section and you tell me what you see in my art. So Fabulous Ancient Aliens, ready to hang up on the wall. You can kind of see in the background some other stuff that I'm working on. I've been showing you a little bit of the progress of this one. Oh, also look, here's Dirty Birdie. The little egg carton that he's chewing on, that's his project. But yeah, I'm starting to make some art. It's getting hung up on the wall. Things are getting finished around here. I've got a big showcase coming up at the Next Act Pub here in Edmonton on White Ave. And I get the months of July and August. So I've got to make a lot of art that's ready to be showcased to all the nice people that come in there and want to eat local food at a nice local place. Look at art, it's iconic here in Edmonton. So I'm very stoked to be a part of that and can't wait to show you what I've been working on. Thanks for looking at my art with me, and thanks for thanks for looking at little dirty birdie. He likes it too. He likes attention. Oh, did he show you his big wings? Who's a big guy, huh? Who's a big guy? That's the answer. Anyway, thanks for looking at my art. Check it out some other time. Make sure you go look at my website and make sure you tell me what you see with your imagination in my little abstract weirdo art things. I love it. I love showing it to you. Bye.